Godspeed match. They've got 12 points difference.
Are you
between the two
watching it
teams.
live?
Yeah.
Like 12 points difference this map or overall?
Overall,
Oh. So we'll have to rewatch that and see if they were both actually trying and because it's that close because of it,
they
or if they're both throwing.
no, I watched most of it. They were, I wouldn't say either team were throwing.
Oh, okay. Interesting. That's a big show off from Godspeed then.
Yeah.
And actually,
I mean,
I'd
yeah,
have to check if any of the previous matches was close, but I don't think so. At least
I
not
don't think
this
they were.
close.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah.
I mean, it could be that Hype Boys didn't train so much or something, and then they sort of threw that way rather than doing anything actually in the match. I don't know.
Okay, they have started the submatch configurator.
That means it's probably about to start.
So, if I am informed correctly, it should be Maddox against Ender in the 1v1.
Okay.
Because those two at least did a fake train 1v1 earlier, so... Match starting. It is Ender in, and... I think I saw Maddox being in, so let's see. It's Team Actual AD against Team AD and a couple others. Here we go. Let me check that. Okay, that's fine. Okay. Ender versus Bardox. Let me actually get rid of the plug-in for grinding stats. No one needs that. Show FPS though. Okay, here we go. Wait, did Arma just say in the chat that he hasn't trained anything?
Yeah, I think that he told that to Wind already as well.
Already being earlier than just now.
Yes.
Okay. Because that would be something to show up for the match and be like, yo, I didn't train anything. Good luck, guys.
Yeah.
So, Slip, huh?
Ender's looking fast.
I think Ender is doing the tight jump and Maddox is doing the speed jump, so it'll be interesting to see the differences there.
Yep.
Have you switched over to the speed line as well?
I've tried it out a couple of times. I don't know if I've switched over to it yet, but
Yeah.
I probably will, to be honest.
Wow. But why?
Because it's speedy.
Well, good luck, have fun. Let's see how much of a difference it makes in this submatch. And here we
9 points difference, final round.
go. Ooh. And who's in the lead? Godspeed?
Yep.
9 points is actually not that...
I don't know if they can get that though.
I don't think they can get it if everyone finishes? I'm not so sure, actually. We'll have to get to that after they finish their round. Oh, Maddox actually touching the first live 1v1 round here in this match. So that'll probably go to Ender. And that also means we can't see the difference between the two lines for now.
Not on this one, no.
Is Ender the only one not having a tag? At least from the ones here, he's the only one without an AD tag, yeah. First points for AD Racing Stars. And I just realized that in their names that I signed up with, AD Racing Stars has no space between the apostrophe and the R. that 80 Racing does.
Oh. All these differences, huh?
Okay, so Ender is going for the full speed there. Maddox didn't this time. I'm not sure if that was intentional or not. And Ender with the speed approach up there. Maddox with the speed approach here. Now let's see for this jump. Oh, that was not what
Yeah, they both
happened
done
last
it.
time.
The
Yeah.
high line. Yeah.
Although it looked like they both did the high line bad, because they like they didn't jump
It
early.
doesn't look that smooth, but you just get speed afterwards. That's the only meh thing about it, is it doesn't feel that great doing it.
So with this, it looks like Maddox will get this second round if he doesn't fuck the finish. And he will not. Ender will actually touch. Maddox gets first, so one each. 56.7. That's all right. That's fast. And round number 3. Oh, Maddox went for the. He actually released the steering there. Oh, I think he touched at the checkpoint as well.
Yeah, he touched. Yeah.
That's a pretty safe round for Ender. And since Mebe joined, I think you can quickly check and tell us who won the Division 1 match.
It was Godspeed.
By how many points?
4 or 5.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now if only the last match day could be that close. Let's see.
Yeah.
I got a join lag there. I hope the drivers didn't. And even though it looks like Ender will, with a clean finish, get this round with a 56.6.
That's a really nice time.
Yep. That's almost my PB, I think. I'd be very glad if I could do that, Ragu.
Indeed.
I think Yogo-san should join soon as well, because he wanted to stream this, but I'm not sure. In the meantime, let's see how this continues. Ender got the... Oh!
Oh, Maddox.
Huge mistake, as me would say.
Yeah. Kind of means it's a free round for Ender, really.
So I think we've... I mean, would you call that round where both did the early jump a clean round?
Yeah.
Because Ender did a different line than his other rounds.
Yeah, I can't explain that.
Yeah. Maybe Ender is just trained in both. Let's see what times he gets here. 56.6 again. Looks good. There's a bit too many mistakes by Maddox. I think that's his third touch.
Yeah.
And he only won the one round he didn't touch.
Yep.
So halfway point of the 1v1 approaching. That was a good start by both.
I was a
Ender
bit
with
confused because I couldn't see Maddox's car at all.
almost inside
So I was
Ender,
like,
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so Maddox drifting that seems intentional now that he's done it with a clean start as well.
Yeah.
And as we can see with Ender, at least the speedy line after that full speed is definitely worth it. Ooh, Maddox close to the tunnel wall. And they're both going for the speedy line now. Maybe I didn't check Ender closely enough the last couple of rounds, but I could have sworn he went for the... What's Ender doing?
Yeah, huge mistake.
Suddenly disappeared. So yeah, we'll have to check again next time if Ender actually full switched to the speed line or not. As Maddox gets the second round win with a 56.5. Fast time. If he doesn't touch anything. So let's hope it stays like this. So 80 Racing Stars after the first half is in the lead by 3 points, meaning they won one more round than 80 Racing without stars. Ender with a pretty good start here. Gets the full speed again. No, never mind.
Oh,
Gets the first full speed, but then fails the second one hard. So this should be an easy win for Maddox.
Maddox actually had to save his line.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, so I think he was on less speed. But yeah, it's obviously still a lot more speed than crashing. So
Than whatever Ender has, yeah.
yeah,
Is Maddox's skin working for you?
no,
Does he
it's
use a
just
skin?
default.
Oh, it's called
Oh.
Canyon Canon Grata. I don't know what that's supposed to be. I don't think that's the
No
normal
idea.
AD skin.
No, I don't think so either.
56.8, even with the correction of the line, like you said.
Mm.
That will make it equal between the two after this round. And there's 4 rounds left, question mark? Yes. 4 rounds left, indeed. $27 all.
They both have a good start this time.
Oh, Maddox with the interesting brake trick for tight drift. Ender again going for the way speedier line. And look at that distance he gains.
A lot.
Oh, but he had to overcorrect his drift there, so lost a bit of speed. Yeah, he is going for the speed line as well. Didn't do it as great as Maddox though. Maddox keeps gaining a bit here and there. Right back with him. Also the last couple of turns. Ender trying, Maddox actually trying to snap him by going tight here, but loses too much speed afterwards. It's all in the last turn now. Ender heading in first. Maddox almost gets him. Both a 0.6 with only half a tenth difference. That was a good race.
I thought he was going to get the snipe there for a minute.
That ended way closer than it started.
Yes. Yeah, Maddox caught up quite a lot.
Yep. More rounds like this, please. Ender gets the full speed again, and pretty good this time. And goes for the speed line again. Oh, actually saves his line with the brake trick there, so even bigger difference here for Ender than last round. Ooh.
Maddox had a bit of a wide line.
And Ender had to save again, but it's not as close as previously. Although Maddox is gaining. Oh, never mind. Hits the inside of the checkpoint there. So that's a round win for Ender. $56.5 by Ender. That's... I think Maddox got a 5.6 once, so... almost the fastest time so far. That means the lead for Racing Stars is now 6 points. So if they want to end the 1v1 in the draw, Maddox has to win the next 2 rounds. I think on speed they're actually very, very close, but Maddox just seems a tiny bit more mistake prone.
Yep, I agree.
And there you can see from Ender's perspective what that speed line gains you. Oh, Maddox gets more speed through that chicane though.
Yeah, a lot more.
Oh, Ender with a very early landing. Lots of two-wheel though. So it is Maddox in the lead. Going into the end of the map. Bit of a chicane here, one last turn remaining. And Maddox will get a 53. I think that's the fastest time so far.
Yeah, I think so.
And Ender second place with a 0.66. That's no time to scoff at.
No, definitely not.
So last round, can Maddox draw it out? Or will Ender give the Stars a tiny lead? Ender with the full speed again has worked great for him, definitely. Super wide speed line and lots of speed. And he just swooshes away there. Ooh, Maddox almost hit the entrance of the tunnel. Does get the better landing here too. But Ender is still a 10th ahead, although, oh, Maddox did that turn good. Let's hope he doesn't touch here. Risky line. Keeps
Oh, it's
gaining on
going to be close
Ender.
again.
Ah, bad entrance
Not a
into
great
the
turner down there.
Yeah, bad entrance into the bank there. It looks like Ender will get this if he doesn't fail the finish. Oh, went too tight.
Oh!
Loses all the speed, and Maddox will snipe him in the last turn.
Damn.
I think that's the slowest finish time for first place we had this round. 56.79. Yeah, that was a good fight between those two.
Yeah, and then ending with a draw, like, damn.
What more do you want? On to the same map again, but this time it's a 2v2. I'm thinking Wind will drive for AD. And I'm guessing Fat Kid as well.
Yeah, I
I
think
have
so.
no idea about the Stars though. Any insight there?
No, I think possibly for AD it might only be Wind, Maddox, and Fat Kid driving.
Oh. Right, Amma said he didn't train anything. I don't think I saw Sneaky on the server.
No.
Yeah, it might just be those three, actually. You're right.
And then for the Stars team, I don't know.
It
I
could
would
be
guess
anyone.
maybe Surium, but I
Surum and
honestly don't
Broccoli,
know.
Surum and Master Key, something like that.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Broccoli and... Yeah, Surum and Broccoli against Wind and Fat Kid. Going into this with 45 to 45. Let's see. One round of warm-up. And then we go. Is anyone gonna do the full speed line at the start here? It doesn't seem like it.
Someone did, but they failed.
Broccoli instantly drifted, so...
Yeah, it was one of the others. I
I
don't
guess
know
we'll
which
see
though.
next round. And I think everyone is doing the early jump here. Let's see from... Oh, oh, Fat Kid actually doing the late jump, maybe because he's used to it.
Yeah, I think he will do the tight one.
Yeah.
I think he was saying he hasn't had a chance to like train much the last couple of days.
Get accustomed
And I
to the
think,
speed
well,
line, yeah.
we only found out about it a few days ago, so
Yeah. Ah, that's what I've been waiting for. Stefan Goldie wrote in YouTube, "Hi all," and I'm like, oh, who's that? It's a race driver apparently, so hi. Here we go, good luck, have fun for the 2v2. So is it gonna be Wind and Surum fighting for first, and then Fat Kid and Broccoli fighting for third? The Nordics and the German-speaking ones?
I have no idea. I think this match could really go either way.
Well, that's the first touch from Wind. Never mind, the chat just opened. First touch from Wind. Oh, big
And Broccoli,
touch
I think.
from Fat Kid. He actually had to respawn at the checkpoint. He hit the outer edge of it.
Oh god.
So yeah, lots of crashes in the first round. Surum as well. Broccoli again.
And Broccoli. Oh my god.
No one escaping clean here. So Wind
that
with
allows
the
Wind.
Wind, the first one to touch, is actually in the lead again.
Wait, is Fat Kid even?
He's still
no,
driving.
okay.
He's just so far behind that it will be.
Yeah, I just wondered if he caught up to anyone after it, but no, his was.
Not with his
his
respawn.
was
That was
worse.
too much. Yeah. So let's check Surum if he can get Wind, or if Wind will finish out the first round with a win. And there we go, 57.2. That's not bad for a mistake, though.
No. I think Wind is a bit confused that he's first with that.
Yeah.
Okay, Amma.
I'm not proposing to Wind. On to... Wait, Fatkid actually got Broccoli in the end. We missed that. So, 80 Racing Without Stars is in the lead at the moment. Interesting.
That's true.
And someone got the start bad again, I think. Yeah, well, not bad, but Broccoli messed it up a bit.
Oh,
Fatkid messing up
Surium did
there.
the full speed, and so did Wind, I think.
Oh, both of them, eh? Interesting. Oh, Wind.
Oh, Wind.
So close
Oh,
left and
God.
right. Oh, wait, I think he released because he feared for his life, or maybe he did touch and we just didn't see. How far back is Fatkid? Oh, yeah, Fatkid had to have respawned. He's way behind. How many seconds is that? 6 seconds, so yeah. It's all up to Wind to get Surum here in the end.
Yeah.
It's not looking likely though with how much of a lead Surum. Oh, never mind! Cast this curse.
Commentator's curse.
Surum touches, so it will be a draw. Wind, first place again. With a 57. We haven't seen a 56 yet because I don't think anyone got a clean round so far.
No.
But here we go. AD extending their lead over the Stars.
Yeah.
Actually, no, it's 7-7. So yeah, it is equal. So the lead is still 4 points. And Wind with the instant BM.
I mean, currently, he's allowed to.
True. Oh, what is Fatkid doing at the start? Although it looked super wide, but he actually didn't gain or didn't lose a lot of time because of that. No mistakes here this time. As I say that, Broccoli gets the auto drift on the grass. And goes for the tight line, so Fatkid will overtake him with the speed he got. And in the front...
Wind's got a good start.
Ooh, yes. Surum with a bit more speed through that though. Oh, Surum goes for the late jump actually. And Wind did gain a tiny bit on Surum there by doing the early jump. Broccoli also got past Fatkid. Oh, Broccoli hits the edge of the drop though, so Fatkid will get him back. Now let's see who gets first here. Is it gonna be Sweden or Norway? Oh, Surum with the better entrance in there. And he does get it. There's the first 56s. Good end by Surum. What's the key on the switch? Broccoli not happy with his own performance. And since we got a draw again, the 4-point lead for 80 Racing remains. Oh, almost an equal start here for Wind and Fatkid. Pretty good of them both, ahead of both the Stars drivers.
Yeah.
No one drifting the star, or no one drifting that section here. Wind and Surum both going wide. So Surum will start off in the back. Let's see for the top 3 here. Fatkid and Broccoli!
Oh. Both of them.
What is happening? They didn't have to respawn, but they still lost 2+ seconds because of the speed loss. So Wind in first, followed half a second behind by Surum. And if nothing happens, Wind will get the first place, even if he gets a tiny bit of a bad finish because Surum is that far behind. Now in the back, oh, Fatkid touched again just before the finish, so Broccoli can get him for another draw.
That's a sick time by Wind as well. 1.56.
On to round number 5, approaching the halfway point. Oh, I was gonna
touched,
say
right?
a bit more of a mixed bag, but yes, Broccoli touched, easily made the full speed afterwards though. So he's only half a second behind. Oh, Fatkid fell off the map, has to respawn. Big time loss.
Oh boy.
No. And I think, did Broccoli touch again? No, he did not. He's 0.7 behind. So it's Wind fighting Surum for the lead here. Wind has to get first for this to make it another draw. And he is right behind Surum. Although Surum is Same speed and ahead, and Wind going for the tight line here. Doesn't seem to gain him much. It's all on the last turn now. Suram with the better line into it. Wind is trying to snipe it, goes a bit wide in the end. A 0.5, a 0.6. So the first couple of points gained for the Stars. And hello, Thomas. So, how many points did they gain on them by finishing ahead each? Oh, that's the 4 points. Okay, so it's equal again after half the 2v2 is done.
Yeah.
Let's see how this continues there. Yeah, we've definitely seen Broccoli touching again.
Yeah. He's really struggling with that part.
Yeah. Oh, Fatkid going wide, and then what? That was to fin a safety line. That didn't look on purpose. So it's all up to Wind and Suram to gain points for their team here. Wind went for the speed line, and look how much he got. He's still catching up to this turn. And he will overtake through the left full speed, but it's equal again afterwards. Oh, touches the bottom lip. Didn't lose a lot of speed, but it's still a bit of a time loss. With Suram having a bit more speed and the better line in the finish, this looks like another good round for the Stars, as Wind touches the end as well. But Fatkid got Broccoli, so it's a draw. So out of the 6 rounds so far, 4 of them have been draws, and then each team has one round.
Yeah.
And look at the points. Suram and Wind both 30 points, and Broccoli and Fatkid both 12 points. So,
Lol.
like the prediction goes, Team Nordic fighting for first, and the Germans beating ones for third.
I'm impressed that you got that prediction right. I didn't think it would be the case.
I think that's the best start we've seen so far, with no big mistakes yet.
Yeah.
All 4 drivers
Wind is on a sick one.
within 0.4. Oh, Momo with the safety drift still crashes at the tunnel entrance. Not looking good. And Wind now has to fight off 2 stars to make this round a draw. He does have a lead, not comfortable at only 0.15, but it's still a lead. And Suram is inching closer by the turn. Gets more speed out of this. And a better line, so it's all to the last turn. Wind with the inside line has to keep it. Very close. But it will be a draw. Just let... So with 3 rounds to go, we're still at a draw between AD Racing and the Stars. And not to sound mean, but have we seen a clean run from Fatkid or Broccoli yet?
Not a proper one. I think the fastest time Fatkid got so far was like a 57.3, which is...
Yeah, that's not the time he would be happy with, I think.
No, I don't think so. Like, it's not slow as in he's had a big mistake there, but it's not... I don't know if you would call it clean or not.
Yeah. Oh, and Fatkid touches again later into the run as before, but it will only be 3 drivers remaining. I think Broccoli actually had a clean run last round, now that I think about it.
Yeah, he did.
So this one is all about Suram ahead of Wind going to the last turn. This might be another win for the Stars, giving them 4 points more than AD Racing. Which means Stars will be in the lead for the first time in this 2v2. We would... Quick reminder from the admin that there's supposed to be no match fixing because it's a bannable offense. And everyone agreeing on that no one would do that.
It was just the way that Winds both said it.
When
in the exact same wording. Yeah.
Now on to round number, let me check, 9. It's looking good for Team Nordic again, with the German-speaking ones trailing behind as Broccoli touches and crashes big time at the entrance of the tunnel. So maybe this is Fatkid's turn to shine. Although he is 0.4 behind, it's still a very close battle between Wind and Surum as Surum touches the checkpoint. So it's a double lead for Team AD at the moment, with the Stars trailing in 3rd and 4th. This is going to be a big points advantage. I think 6 more points, so they will not only equal it out again, but they will still the lead from the Stars.
Yeah, I think that's Fat Kid's best run so far.
57. Oh yeah, looks. I think so. And another 56-7 from Wind. That's the first time Surum hasn't finished in the top 2, I think.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think it's the first time Fat Kid has.
True. So I think with that, this 2v2 cannot end in a draw, or the teams can't end in a draw overall. So there has to be a leading team after this. Let's see who it's going to be. Oh, that looked close from Wind and good speed from Surum, but it's actually Broccoli in the lead in this last round. Oh, never mind. Full stop at the tunnel entrance.
Oh my god.
Wind also with a tiny touch just before the tunnel, so it's a lone Surum in front, followed by 2 AD racing drivers. Oh, Wind with a full stop at the checkpoint. How far behind is Broccoli? Okay, I think Wind is still safe from him, but it does make this almost a safe draw, meaning if nothing changes here in the last couple of turns, AD Racing will finish the 2v2 2 points ahead of the Stars. And yes, Wind will finish in 3rd and Broccoli in 4th. That was an interesting 2v2, but not for the reasons, or also for the reasons we thought. It was just a bit crash prone as well.
Yeah, it was.
So if you look at the points, Surum and Wind finish with 49 each, so equal between Team Nordic, but Fatkid gets 2 more points than Broccoli. So Germany greater than Austria, I guess.
Yep.
So that's the first map finished. No more slip for these drivers. Next up is Crimson Sunset by Yugosun. And the first 3v3. Do you think Slip is the map that AD Racing was trained on most?
No.
No?
Actually. No, I think they're most trained on Crimson.
That's going to be interesting then. Amma throwing shade on Broccoli and Broccoli responding with, if you can trash talk, you can drive. So let's see if Amma gets put in here against his will. Or if we see the expected pairing from Maddox, Wind and Fatkid. As Amma goes away from keyboard. Just to make completely sure he's not being picked. Ah, Thomas is JDI by the way, so hi JD.
It must be kind of a hard one for you to watch, Thomas.
Doesn't know
Like
who to root for.
who do you support?
Yeah.
I guess his best outcome is a draw, and so far they're pretty close to that result.
What happens at a draw? Is there a rule for that actually? Can there be a draw?
I have no idea. I mean, we haven't had one yet, but
No.
you're right. I don't know what the outcome is of that.
And oh, next division submatch starting. Let's see who we have. We have Ender, Master Key, and Broccoli for the Stars, and Wind, Fatkid, and Maddox as predicted for AD Racing. No Surum for the Stars. It's a bit of a surprise to me actually, but maybe he didn't train this map as much.
Hmm.
And let's hope Broccoli and Fatkid are better prepared for this map than the last. I think so far only Wind is left with a clean warm-up. Oh, Master Key left. Yet he didn't say anything before that, so should we...
No, I mean, I think he's in the voice chat with them as well.
So they shouldn't... Wind don't finish? Wind does finish.
Yeah, I mean, you're going to be hot off.
But it's the warm-up. Why would you... Oh, no.
Was a good run.
Yeah, to finish it. So what happens now?
They just all stop, basically.
Yeah, I think they just don't finish this round because Max has added 1 round, so this round will be a no finish. But yeah, that was weird. What? Ah, there we go. Master Key is back. Okay, so we can force end this round. And then actually let it start. And there is a go-go from both teams. Let's see if Master Key is ready. Master Key is ready indeed, so we will have a force end round. And then 10 rounds of Crimson Sunset. Sunset. There we go. And a good luck, have fun, because we didn't have time for that. Here we go. So what are your predictions here?
I'm pretty sure the Wind and Maddox are really good at this map, so I expect them to do well. Ender's pretty sick as well, so I can expect him to do good.
So
it'll
you're
be interesting
saying
if Broccoli will kind of improve his performance. And same with Fat Kid, actually.
So what you're saying is it could be Sweden and France at the front and then German-speaking countries in the back?
Yes. Yes.
Although, like you said, Broccoli is actually looking much better on this and currently in 3rd place, right behind Ender and Wind. Oh, bad line into the left turn there. That means the first 2 will leave him in the dust. I think everyone else behind Broccoli maybe touched. No, Fatkid is right behind him still. No touches in the end. Very close finish, and Ender will snipe Wind. I think Wind touched the very last bit of wall of the finish there. And that is points advantage for the Stars. We had a 2-point lead for AD Racing. Let's see, 1-point lead for AD Racing. So yeah, the Stars gained 1 point there. Oh, and JD said that this is not difficult, this is easy to watch because any outcome is a good outcome.
That is true.
Oh, someone touching the start there? Who was it? Master Key also with a bit of a wiggle. Oh, so actually Ender with a mistake at the start.
Okay. Broccoli in the lead at the moment with Fat Kid trying to keep up with him.
Wind and Master Key right behind those two. Yeah, this is more of a mixed bag than the previous map. I like it so far.
It's also good to see that Broccoli and Fat Kid, who were the ones struggling on the last map, are the two.
Oh, Wind
doing
actually
well.
with the touch. Oh, Broccoli as
Broccoli.
well. And Ender touching again. So Ender definite last. Wind second last. And the front is Master Key and Maddox. And Fat Kid
And
will
Fat Kid.
snipe Master Key in the end. Master Key actually did an interesting line there. He went a bit wide and then released to finish early. Didn't quite work out for him.
Yeah.
So
and did he touch as well?
I don't think he touched. I think he just released. But too much, maybe.
Yeah.
So good round for AD Racing because their lead is back up to 6 points instantly just from that 1 round. Oh, another... Wait, double touch or single touch? Who did it? Broccoli with the touch this time. And Wind almost fell off the map but can continue driving there. Big mistake. So in the front we currently have Ender, Maddox and Master Key. And Broccoli also sneaking up on Fatkid in 4th as he touches again and goes wide. And Fatkid touches at the exit.
Fat Kid as well.
So we have 3 drivers left in the top. What happened to Master Key? Master Key fell a tiny bit behind Maddox here. Does get this better. Maddox gets more speed though. Let's see the full speed. Everyone will get it. Ender almost touching it, but Ender should finish first. Maddox second. Followed by Master Key, Broccoli, Wind and Fatkid. So points gain for the Stars. How much is it though?
I guess 3.
Oh, there's the 6, or there's 5 points they gained the previous round, so it's back to a 1-point lead for AD Racing. very much a closer group at the start of this round.
I don't think there's been any mistakes yet.
There's definitely a difference in lines there visible. Although, I'm unsure if that was intended difference of lines or just
Yeah, I think it's maybe
round-based
just...
mistakes. Oh,
Yeah, exactly.
Ender with the inside touch there. At a speedy section too, so he's gonna be more than a second behind now.
But other than that, everyone else is still going.
Yeah, Wind fighting with Master Key and Broccoli for first. Very close group in the front there. Let's see for the end. Wind can get it. But with the
Such a good
stars,
time.
yeah, but with the stars in second and third, I think it's still more points for them. Yeah, I think it's one more point for normal AD, so we should be at a 2-point
draw.
gap. Nope, 2-point gap
Oh,
because yeah, AD got the point more.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, the other one.
Yeah, very good. Much closer rounds on this map though than the last, definitely.
Yeah.
And not that many mistakes actually. With me, at least in my opinion, this being the hardest map, I expected at least as many mistakes as on Slip, but I guess Slip is the Punisher in disguise this time around.
Yeah.
Oh, Wind! Full stop into the wall.
Yeah.
That might have been an accidental brake trick, I'm not sure, but that's a bad section to crash. Fatkid also in second last, so it's all up to Maddox actually to get points for 80 Racing here. And it's looking really good for the stars because Maddox is currently in third. And maybe Broccoli will snipe him here? Not quite, but good points for the stars this round. And like Wind last round, Ender with a 0.0 this round.
And the stars will probably go into the lead now.
Oh, definitely. By 5 points even.
Oh.
So that's a flip of the standings after lots of rounds. I think the last time they were in the lead was... Were they in the lead in the 2v2? I think at the halfway point maybe. And this is past the halfway point for the first 3v3s.
Yeah.
So. Wind seems to be struggling a bit with the start of this map. Currently in second last ahead of his teammate Fatkid. But Wind is getting in there. He's still definitely part of the main group. And very close racing so far with Ender in front. Wind getting this wide. That's going to be a time loss. It gives him an easy good line into the next turn. And Fatkid came flying about there trying to gain oh, I think Broccoli. Oh. Ender actually with the touch, so yeah. Maddox will actually get first, followed by Master Key. And that means 80 Racing will gain another points advantage.
Yeah. God, what a turnaround with Ender going from first to second last.
Yeah, and Broccoli was the driver I looked at who was... Oh no. It's the draw again. 178 each. And we have 3 more rounds remaining with this one. Oh, someone went wide at the start there. Who was it? Maddox this time, actually. Everyone else still very close to each other. I'm surprised no one touched on the left side there. That's an easy spot to touch because you want to extend the drift as far as you can. But good on them for that not happening. And Maddox can't seem to get closer because everyone is driving similar pace. Except for maybe Ender in the front and Fatkid falling a tiny bit behind. Last 2 turns, a full speed here. No touches. And it is champagne for the stars.
It is.
With a very close finish there between Master Key, Broccoli and Wind. And an extension, also Fatkid.
They're really good times.
Yes, 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, 2.3s.
0.4, like.
But just that one champagne means that 80 Racing Stars got a 9-point lead already. So from that, we know that 9 points is the maximum amount you can gain on the other team in a round. Oh, I think that was Ender with a mistake there. Fatkid actually currently in the lead. And on my screen it looked like he touched the wall I was talking about before, but no, he's still going strong. It's definitely looking good for AD Racing. As I say that, I think Master Key goes super wide, loses lots of
Yeah.
speed. So
Yeah, he
Broccoli,
does.
the only star driver in the top, but he will try and get Wind into the last turn, and does not snap the
Not.
finish, with Wind getting just a tiny bit of a better last turn. Good
Damn.
points for AD Racing.
Yeah.
And that was not the last round. There's 2 more actually. So was
That's pretty
talking,
good for AD Racing. They've caught up quite a lot now.
Yep. 4 points difference remaining. 5 points gotten into the last round. A bit of a bad start by Broccoli and Fatkid here, although Broccoli does do it a bit better. Meaning 2 from each team are remaining in the front. Wind with a bit of a wide line there. Gets more speed out of it. Not worth it though. It is currently a double lead for the Stars with Master Key and Ender. There's only 2 turns left. Wind with a... Oh, Wind did not touch. And Ender actually finishing ahead of Maddox and Wind. I thought he would be behind because he went wide early, but wow, that finish. Good round for the Stars again. Meaning they will extend their lead to 7 points. And this being the last round, AD Racing could take the lead back, but they would need a champagne for that. And no mistakes yet. At the almost halfway mark of the map. Wind with a touch left and then the brake trick right. He will be far behind. It's looking good for another star round. Only Maddox fighting within the top 4 as Fatkid watches from the 5th position. So let's see for the last round. Fatkid does not touch the end. That looks so close every time. And it's Maddox in 2nd. And a really nice time by Ender, 56.00. And GG's with the Stars going onto the last map with a lead. How big is it? A 12-point lead entering the last map. How big was the lead on the Div 1 match entering the last map?
It was quite a bit higher than that, actually. I can't remember. I want to say, though, it was maybe 20 plus.
So we could be seeing an even closer end than that here. And that match ended with how much points difference? 4 points? 3 points?
Yeah, I think so. It was around about that.
As the last map today, we have 3 cookies, which I think we can agree is the easiest map. At least to finish clean.
I would agree with that.
Question is, how close will the times be? And who will drive? I think we can be certain that AD Racing will not switch out the drivers, as they don't seem to have anyone else. Except for Arma, who is self-proclaimedly not trained. But who's driving for the Stars? Master Key is still in, but sitting at the start. Enda and Broccoli are driving. So it could be that those 2 will drive this, and they're still talking about the 3rd driver. Let's see. Oh, and what do you think is happening at the full speed / drift section here? Is everyone going to full speed it?
I don't think everyone, but I think quite a few will.
Because I just saw Maddox actually drifting it. play selection is taking quite a bit. Unless they have selected and are just readying for or waiting for the readying up.
Not sure.
As Ender this time is the one to not drive, so Master Key is driving this time. Let's wait and see.
I guess there's some talks going on in the background.
Must be. While that's going on, we can all watch Wind doing the full speed one more time before it all gets hectic in this turn. Oh, never mind. They actually readied up and the match is starting. Gosaft is in, Master Key is out, and it seems to be the only change.
So again, no Suriname.
Again, no Surum indeed.
Interesting.
Do you have any idea how trained Gosaft is?
No.
And Arma with the BM saying they will play Div 1 next week, meaning they will win this match.
Confidence.
Not thanks to him this time around. Let's see if we can figure out in the warm-up who is drifting and full speeding that left turn we were talking about. Coming up here. And Maddox and Gosaft seem to be drifting it.
So they're the only two.
I didn't see Fatkid because he was behind the whole thing. And I'm not sure what his line is actually. That's the warm-up, here we go. Good luck, have fun. The battle for 12 points. And also the battle for a safe spot in the playoffs, because whoever wins this will definitely be part of the playoffs in 2 weeks' time.
Yeah, sure.
Ender question mark. Touch inside there, so he will start off in the back. I think that that full speed or drift line is actually the only real line difference you can have on this map.
Well, some people drift this turn, so you actually jump into the tunnel into an auto drift, and then just carry it the whole way up.
I don't think anyone does that in this division.
Fat Kid, I think.
Or
he was doing it.
Oh yeah, and Maddox and Gosaft are the only ones drifting that. Oh, Wind with a super wide line, big of a mix back into the last turn, and it will be a points advantage for AD Racing.
Small one.
Also really close times there, 0.0, 0.10, 0.15, 0.15.
Yep. Yeah.
That was a good race indeed, or good round. So difference down to 7 points from 12. On to round number 2. No mistake by Ender this time, so he finds himself at the front of the pack. Oh, Broccoli with a bit of a wide line there, and I think I saw someone touch there. That was Fatkid with a touch. Before the 180 though, so not a big time loss. And he didn't jump into the drift that time around.
Okay.
But let's keep an eye on that.
I know he did it at some points, but maybe he stopped doing it. I don't know.
Maybe. Yeah, Maddox and Gosaft the only ones drifting. Oh, Broccoli with a hit at the tunnel exit. And Maddox with a hit before the up tilt, so good points for the stars here as Maddox snipes Gosaft with a better ping at an equal time.
Oh yeah. Lol.
This time I'm a good pace. Wow. Okay, actually, maybe I didn't actually even check if Maddox got more points than Ghost or not, because I know that
He did.
that listing can be wrong sometimes, but he did. Okay,
Yeah.
that's good to know. But the gap will be back up to 10 points from previous 7. It's looking good for the stars for this round as well, with two of them being in the top 3 and Gosaft fighting off the remainder as Fetkid touches the inside line there in the full speed. Oh, Gosaft with a wide line there. That wide line gains some speed on Maddox though. And Wind will lose his position to Broccoli in that right drift, and it will be a 1-2 finish for stars indeed. And a 0.6 from Ender. That's quick.
Yeah. That's very quick.
That is quick. $15 points gap already, more than what they started at. And a 4th round of the last map. Let's see. Oh, Gosaft going wide there, barely not touching. Ender with a tiny bit of a slowdown at the landing, that looked a bit weird. So 2 star drivers. Oh, Gosaft touching again. So 1 star driver far in the back, and Ender actually fighting his way back into the pack here. Full speed ride with no mistakes this time. Let's see here. Oh, Fetkid with a 2. Wait, Fetkid touched but didn't lose speed, but then he touched again at the tunnel exit and definitely lost speed that time. Ender with more speed than Wind going into the last turn, but it will not be enough for first, and Maddox almost sniped him in the end as well.
Yeah.
This is points advantage to 80 Racing, but how much is it?
5 points?
3 points, so
3
12
points.
point gap remaining. Back to where they started a couple rounds back. Pretty good start so far. I don't think we've had any mistakes yet. Only 0.2 from first to last. Oh yeah, Momo just switched back to the jump into drift there. And it seems to have gained him a tiny bit on Maddox. Not on the rest
Yeah,
though.
I think it's maybe a tiny bit faster.
Oh, Broccoli with the brake trick out of the tunnel. It's currently a double lead for the stars with Gosaft right behind Wind, and there come Fetkid and Maddox, and everyone gets past Gosaft in the last turn. But it's
God.
still points advantage for the stars.
And it's crazy it goes I've got last with a 0.1.
0.6, 0.8. Wow. Ender's going for that div 1 and the times show.
Yep.
Oh, Gosaft with the full speed at the start and the full stop.
Boy.
Now he reversed and he's back into the race after 12 seconds, so he's far gone. Back to the front group. No other mistakes happened. That kid with a bit of a bad line through the 2 checkpoints will jump into the drift again. And he does seem to gain on everyone with it. Maybe everyone except for Ender, maybe. Oh, I think that was Maddox with a touch before the full speed, or, well, before the full speed slash drift. So it will be Wind fighting with Broccoli for second, as Ender will most likely take first again with another 0.6.
He wasn't joking.
And Wind needing a 0.8 to secure that second place from Broccoli. Wow. Yeah, that's That's some performance from Ender there. Even though he did mess up a couple rounds previous to this, his times in the last 3 rounds or so were 0.6, 0.6, and another 0.6, I think.
Yep. He equals wins now on top
In overall
point scoring.
points, yeah. And the points difference has risen to 16 in favor of the Stars. And with only 4 rounds remaining, it's not looking so great for AD Racing. They have to put a stop to Ender. If Ender doesn't put a stop to it himself, as Maddox does a big mistake there and keeps on touching. So he'll be in that last. Gosaft also a bit further behind. So let's see for the top 4 here. Fedkid touches at the entrance of the bowl, so... Oh, and again at the checkpoint. Will be overtaken by Gosaft. So it's up to Win to get points for his team, with Ender being in first and Broccoli also ahead of him into the last turn.
Oh,
I'm not sure what's
Ender's
happened to
lagging.
Ender there.
Okay.
Yeah. It looked like he touched and flew, but no, he gets another 0.6 with a tiny bit of lag sprinkled in between. And Wind with another 0.8. It's not fast enough to gain second again, because Broccoli did a 0.7 this time. That is some seriously fast times there. Three rounds remaining, 23-point difference. If it's more, if they don't gain at least 5 points on the Stars here, AD Racing will have to be content with dropping down to Div 3 this for the next week.
Yep.
I think we have no mistakes so far in this round, and as I say that, Gosaft touches.
Oh,
and
someone else
Fedkid as well. The typical trio of Ender, Wind and Broccoli is ahead of Maddox going into the bowl here. As Broccoli goes wide with a touch, so Wind with a mistake as well at the entrance of the full speed. So Ender alone in front, Broccoli overtaking Maddox into the last turn, will stay ahead. Ender not with a 0.6 this time, but it's still more than enough for first place. And Wind with a wiggle.
Yep.
And that will solidify Stars going up to Division 1. The question is by how many points will they win? It is currently 30. As we enter the second to last round of this sub-match and division match. I think there was a touch there by... not by Gosaft, not by... who was it? Ender actually touched at the start here. But he has done more than enough for his team on this map.
Definitely.
Currently the highest point scorer by 6 points, ahead of Wind and Broccoli, who share second with 36. As Wind goes really wide in the full speed, and I think he had to release there to not touch. So Broccoli first into the last turn, followed by Maddox and Fedkid actually, as Broccoli manages to fail the last turn, and lots of points for AD Racing.
Yeah.
But look at those times, not a single sub. And it still felt like a fast round.
Yeah. And they're going for a 0.5 this run.
Unless he got it like 0.5 above the second he was driving before in the last run, and that's the joke.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, I didn't check in time to see if that was the case. And it's not looking like Ender is driving PB in this round, at least not compared to his teammates. Gosaft actually fighting for first with his teammate Broccoli at the moment. Looking good there. With Gosaft having gained the least points so far. Still fighting in the front. Does take that full speed a bit wide and loses 4 positions because of it. Gains a bit more speed here. Will go for the drift and loses another couple positions. So Ender will go into the last turn first. Let's see what this time is that he produces. As Wind gets a buck on the uphill. And it's a 0.8. And there we go. That was the last round. GG's all around. 80 Racing Stars will promote to Division 1 for the final match day of the group stage. And 80 Racing will join Division 3. And there we go. And the copium is being huffed already. According to Maddox, they lost on purpose. Make of that what you will. Yep.
But no, really nice match.
Really nice match indeed. Close until the last half of the last top match. That was really good.
Yeah.
Okay, that'll conclude this. So see you on the next match tomorrow for Division 3.
See you later.